What's going on, Hood Nation? It's your Drunk FX. We're checking out CFC episode 191, GOUKEN versus HEIHACHI, basically, what's his name's father from Tekken. I cannot pronounce his last name, Mishima or something like that. Guys, ever see the original difficulty? I do so. Full screen to tire that my blabbing and yabbing. Your cheers not shut from Drunk FX. Also, please support my Patreon. It's very important, like we do. And do your best not to skip any commercials that are thrown your way. 15 seconds somewhere puts money in YouTuber's pocket. Very, very important. We at Drunk FX don't skip any commercials. I will do my best to edit them out, though, personally, as I watch them through this. If I don't, please leave a comment saying I forgot. Call me out on it, because obviously it's not helping them after that when I replicate it, so. But yes, who I think's gonna win? The Tekken series is pretty overpowered. That's the simple answer. I know his son went all demonic and shit like that and took out Ryu.
Be sure to check out the older content, but if you know
GOUKEN, that is Akuma's brother.
Let's get ready for the fight.
I don't know. I'm gonna let the researchers do their job, to be honest.
So if you enjoy what you see, head on over to
Since
his
we can
channel
never
and subscribe. Speaking of tonight's battle, we have a fight between GOUKEN and HEIHACHI.
Bald
With
Masters.
all this being said, let's introduce Cartoon Fight Club's next round of fighters. The true origin of GOUKEN is a mystery, but here are some key pointers that shape his character.
I'm 6'2", so he's pretty big.
He's the older brother of Akuma.
Oh, there we go. Here's the commercial.
Shark movie.
Only 6 seconds, so I'm not gonna skip it. No point.
47 meters down.
But this is how they get paid, so please understand that's very important.
He's the older brother of Akuma and mentor to Ryu and Ken. He's very wise,
like
stern, and
Akuma
serious.
kept his hair.
GOUKEN had a rough relationship with his brother growing up, but it ultimately did make him a better fighter and a more wiser mentor. For starters, the animosity between Akuma and GOUKEN picked up right after Akuma killed their master, and after he killed their only father figure, Akuma embraced the darkness instead of seeking a more pure form of strength. Unlike Akuma, GOUKEN did not submit into giving in. GOUKEN took the road less traveled and stuck with his Zen-like principles even though things were getting ugly. While he is old, his fighting ability is far superior to many of the Street Fighter cast since he wields all pivotal energies to his highest potential.
One-handed Hadouken! That's how gangster he is!
GOUKEN has the Go Hadouken, which keeps his targets at even greater distances and hits with a stronger force. He can perform an amplified version which offers even more devastating blows to his foes. He has been training all his life and he's a legendary mentor, being able to take anyone into his realm and turn them into a master. Well, everyone except Dan, which I'm not sure anyone can make a master martial artist. If GOUKEN can't do it, then no one can.
I'm probably like Dan too. I'm not a good fighter. I'm a good boxer, but I can't do martial arts.
The most powerful Street Fighter in the series, and he's one of the few to master the power of nothingness. Now, he does have some weaknesses that hold him back in fights.
His age?
He is easily exploitable against spiritual-based attacks, he never fights dirty, and while he is in good shape, Father Time is undefeated, as his old body isn't as energized as it once was. Overall, GOUKEN is a legendary mentor to Ryu and Ken, a very skillful warrior, but he is weak to spiritual attacks. From Street
Interesting. How does that work? Spiritual attacks.
The best shark
Why would they,
since Jaws.
I don't know. Weird, you know, I got nothing.
Warrior, but he is weak to spiritual attacks. From Street Fighter to Tekken, let's discuss HEIHACHI. HEIHACHI's role in the Tekken universe is pretty unique. In some games, he's looked at as a protagonist. In other games, the plot reveals him to be somewhere in the middle as an anti-hero, and in some games, like in Tekken 2, he's actually regarded as an antagonist. Luckily for him, however, in the latest Tekken 7 game, he's looked at as a solid protagonist. Whether he's the good guy or the bad guy has to do with his relationship to Jin. HEIHACHI started off as a great figure for Jin, as he would train him and accept him as one of his own. Things took a turn for the worse when HEIHACHI found out that Jin had the devil gene within his blood. HEIHACHI was left with no choice but to betray Jin and try to put a stop to the devil gene. Once their rivalry kicked, the story pretty much writes itself at this point. For a 75-year-old man, HEIHACHI does an excellent job of acting like a 75-year-old man. This dude still fights and lives as if he hasn't aged at all. Even at such an old age, he is extremely capable of doing superhuman things. One of his outstanding abilities is his speed. He was fast enough to catch a bullet with his teeth. Not only is this a great speed feat which makes him at least twice the speed of sound, but this also showcases durability as he was able to bite and crush a speeding bullet as if it was nothing. Speaking of durability and power, he was able to tank hits from those carrying the Devil Gene and was on par with them, sticking back his own powerful blows. He is a highly skilled warrior as he is the best Mishima-styled fighter. He's so good at it, it's literally his last name. To prove his skill even further, he was the champion of the second King of the Iron Fist tournament, and he's been fighting and training basically his whole entire life. One of his go-to moves is the Demon Breath, and no, this attack doesn't come out of his mouth, but it's similar to that of Ryu's Hadouken, whereas Heihachi will place out his hands and release a gas-like spiritual energy attack that can deal great damage if landed at the right time. Now, he isn't perfect, as sometimes he can act carelessly, and sometimes he does fight in a stubborn fashion. Overall,
that's what I thought his name
was.
Was.
Very dangerous combatant to go up against. He has been fighting for well over 70 years, a master martial artist, and never gives up.
Gangsta!
The best shark movie since Jaws. 47 meters down.
Oh, that's the movie my friend wanted me to go see.
For well over 70 years, a master martial artist and never gives up. And now, let's get
She wanted to see that, and she wanted to see the new Tupac movie.
This battle is going to take place in Gouken's dojo with no prep.
Gouken's dojo. Well, it's his backyard, so... If it stays in the dojo, though, I think then it'll be a good fight, you know? Like, obviously, they both can look at the area, but still, you still know your area better than everybody. The pillar layout, you know? You walk through, like, you know, I could walk through my house in pitch black, you know what I'm saying? And not stub my toe. So that's definitely Gouken's advantage. Oh, boy. Okay, the volume of them should be louder. Oh, here we got a health beater! Nice! Whoever came up with this! Oh! You see that? He just... Oh! Weak against spiritual attacks. Let's see. Oh! Ah! Yeah! Damn! Oh, that Fu can spin like no tomorrow! He's the blender, baby! Woo! Oh, that shit took some damage. He hit the wall there. Oh! Once he uses two hands, he's done fucking around. Ow, ow, ow. Oh! Oh, no! Oh, he's done. Air combo. Woo! Uh-oh. Akuma's in the house.
The best shark movie since Jaws. 47 meters down.
Okay, so yeah, I pretty much said it. Like, Tekken characters are pretty much overpowered compared to Street Fighter in general. They just are. The exaggerations are
Heihachi. Now, before we discuss why, I owe a super huge shout out to the battle animator, Smasher Block. If you enjoyed what
Smash
you saw,
Bros,
head on
Smasher
over to his
Block.
channel
Okay.
and subscribe. Also, if you want to see some of his other works, check out the Cartoon Fight Club Ultimate Showdown. It's got over 50 fighters and over 30 minutes of animation. And if you've already seen it, go watch it again. It's worth another view. So yeah, let's discuss why Heihachi defeats Gouken. Now this is an extremely close battle. Both fighters are very similar in terms of fighting skill and intelligence.
So they're close.
But what really sets this thing apart is all of Heihachi's superhuman accomplishments. And while Gouken is also superhuman in his own right, being able to be on par with other Street Fighters, Heihachi has gone through things that puts him on another level. For starters, he survived a point-blank blast from dozens of exploding jacks piled onto him, and this explosion took place long after a hard-fought battle, so it wasn't like he was in peak durability. And with all this factored in, he survived an explosion that had the blast radius of 290 feet. To create a blast radius close to 300 feet,
we don't know if Gouken can survive that or not, though.
Of explosive force for this type
basically
of impact
a
to
nuke.
occur, and he was at the epicenter of this blast and walked it off as if it was nothing. I haven't seen Gouken walk off a blast like that like nothing, let alone right after an entire day of being punished through countless battles. Heihachi can catch bullets with his mouth. So imagine how fast his arms are if his jaw muscles can move twice the speed of sound. Also, another important factor is the fact that Gouken is easily exploitable against spiritual-based attacks, and he never fights dirty. Heihachi has plenty of spiritual-based attacks,
and fights
such
dirty.
as his demon breath, and he is willing to fight dirty in order to get a victory. How else are you supposed to defeat someone with the devil gene? In the long run, Gouken has far more exposable flaws in his fight pattern, which will ultimately result in a victory for Heihachi, making the winner of this battle HEIHACHI MISHIMA. Now, these guys are old geezers, and they were once young ducks. So if you want to see a rematch while they were in their physical primes back in their 20s, all you have to do is like
that
this
would
video.
Be interesting
if
to
this
see.
video gets 15,000 likes, there will be a rematch. Also, don't forget
like
to comment
right
down
now.
your own ideas, and stay tuned as I reveal the next fighters.
Alright, let's see who they got going on next.
On the next episode of
Cartoon Fight Club. Oh, commercial.
The best shark movie since Jaws.
I don't know, man. I kind of like that Sharknado, I'm not gonna lie.
On the next episode of
the tornado of sharks, like, oh! Oh my god. Spider-Man, is that, are we really going back that old? Spider-Man, yeah! Spider can.
Spoderman, Spoderman, does Wooderand Spoder can? Can you swing from his dick? Yes, you can. Differentiate, look out. Here comes Tess Spoderman.
Oh god. Oh my god, he's fighting against... Jesus, come on, guys. I have no idea what they're trying to prove with that cheesiness right there. I'm gonna have to stop it right there. I don't know about that one. I'm probably gonna pass on that one, to be honest. I want to see some like Spider-Man versus, you know, like a good fight, like, you know. So, but anywho, to keep us on track here, I did definitely enjoy the animation. That guy that did the animation, the Smasher, he definitely did a good job, you know. So definitely go ahead and check out his channel if you guys have the time to do so. And I think the decision was accurate. Tekken characters in general are, like I said, that as far as like an overpowered level, and it depends, of course, because there's so much to argue with things. I personally say like Mortal Kombat's like on top, but of course a lot of people say, oh, Test Your Might is a mini game and it's non-canon. I don't think it is, or it isn't. You know, like it's really hard to say. I think it's one of those. It's an arguable feat of strength that they have. But the simple fact that during combat they go and like break, like so when they punch them, they'll break their insides and shit like that. That tells me, in theory, if they could break titanium and shit, they should be able to break their opponents in one hit too, right? So in a sense, it's probably not. Either way, though, I still say Mortal Kombat, probably Killer Instinct, and then I'm gonna get lost here going down. But like, man, I don't even know if Killer Instinct's number 2. But all I know is Tekken is higher than Street Fighter. Street Fighter is one of the, I don't want to say more realistic because it's not, but they just weren't. They never aimed it to be like, oh hey, this cartoon over here is whatever, but look what we can do. You know, they weren't like the show offs. They really focused on the show and kept it engaging. That's why these fights technically should never happen, because it just makes good characters such as Gouken look like crap, you know? Just like taking any of these characters and taking them against the DBZ universe. It's like it's a different universe for a reason, you know? But it's entertainment for us to watch regardless. Hope you guys liked the reaction. Join Drunk FX Hood Nation right here. And over here's gonna be some other playlists for the CFC. Now you up to you to go find it's out there. Believe it. This is Nish from Drunk FX. And I'm out.